Like, all right, ladies, may I request every one of you to just write P in the chat box. Rupali ji, good evening. Chaliye, let us start. Can't waste time on the people who don't have the value of time. You see, there are certain topics in the school education system which are very broad and so overwhelming that it is very difficult to know where to start from. And this is one which is called classroom management. Simply translated, it is the expansion of the term says classroom management. So, what exactly is this? You see, we are as a novice also, and when the new students come to our school or classes, we are overwhelmed with these. Where we have to change, make the change. We can't just ignore and sit quietly and hope it gets better. It can never happen. So, and moreover, the thing is, there is no single method. There is no single method with which we can just say, ki, yes, the same method will apply to all the teachers, all the subjects, all the classes. So, the big question is where to start from. You see, we will be putting some basics in this presentation. Components we will discuss. First is introduction, then what is clear classroom management, what is classroom management, why classroom management, techniques, strategies, components or elements, and then benefits. You see, classroom management is not just putting the ducks in a queue or row. And moreover, the thing is that in the higher education system, we don't have like B.Ed and M.Ed, we don't have any particular emphasis on classroom management skills. No paper, no section of the paper, and that is why the new teachers who come to the school education system after doing their B.Ed or M.Ed, they right in the beginning, me also, with me also this happened. We were quite nervous. Where to start from? If we start shouting, we will lose respect. If we keep quiet, then class will be out of control. And once the teacher loses control of the classroom, it is very difficult to regain it. It is very difficult. So, the classroom management is without compromising delivery of instruction, it is ensuring that the classroom lesson runs smoothly. And there are 5 or 8 different components. We will be touching them one by one. It has what is classroom management? Basically, it has a very positive impact on the students achieving given learning requirement. So basically, classroom management is creating a learning environment in the classroom. Before I proceed further, I just ask everybody to write P in the chat box so that certificates will be issued only to those who are present in this webinar. People are paying because it is cheap and they are thinking that we will get this certificate in any cost. So you just mark P in the chat box to mark your presence. To mark your presence in the webinar, please write P in the chat box. And probably there is only one, two, one more is there. Two are me and my co-director, Mrs. Nivedita Markikar, and three you people, out of which two have already done it. See, so classroom tools and techniques, they enable teachers to have resources available handy to them and properly use them as and when they are required. Sometimes 8 components are there. I will be taking them one by one, and therefore, the classroom management is the sum total of the actions and directions that teacher uses to create a learning environment, a successful learning environment. Now, this is the foundation of a successful teacher, a successful classroom. Without CRM, you can you cannot build everything or anything. Everything will come crashing down. So classroom management, it paves the way to for the teachers to engage the students in positive learning. And that is why CRM is the key to successful classroom. Now it creates a set of expectations used in organized classroom environment. It includes procedures, routines, rules, consequences, everything. And it leads to number one is effective teaching. They know what is expected of them to learn. Efficiently use the time. Consistency is maintained. Behavior problems are less. And students' success is more. They become stronger in academic competencies as well as social and emotional development. So, what are the 8 components? Classroom design, rules, procedure, discipline, scheduling, organizing, then instructional techniques, and communication. So, in the following session, we will be discussing them one by one. This will not go beyond 7, 7, 5, or something like that. Now, classroom design. Basically, when a classroom is allotted to you, you cannot change the doors, you cannot change the windows, you can change you cannot change the blackboards or whiteboards or projectors, overhead projector, but there are certain things which you can change, like like accessibility, storage equipments, where to keep them. So a few type of sitting arrangement I am discussing here now. Traditional, this is very traditional seating arrangement. Blackboard is on one side, then teacher's desk, then over on the left hand side, rows and rows of students. There may be single table, there may be dual desk, there may be triple desk. So this is very traditional seating arrangement. Now next is herringbone. This is V shape, so that teacher, while standing at a place, can look or see the faces of the students in all the directions properly. You can see the pointer. If a teacher table is here, he can see this face also, on the right hand side, on the extreme left hand side, on front, and at the back. This is herringbone seating arrangement. You see, I tell you one thing, every style has got its limitations, drawbacks, advantages, and disadvantages. Now, this is army style. Single rows of students in a line, say 10, 15, shoulder to shoulder they are sitting. The major drawback of this is that the students cannot move midway. They cannot move midway when the class is in progress. They are not allowed to move out. And that is why army style, or generally in the college, which you were having the theater style, we were not we were not allowed to move out. This is army style. Now next is group task. When there is group task, you can arrange your desk in such a way that the tray is in the center. Tray means a place where all the material is kept, which can be utilized by the participants. It may be circle, it may be square. Now these are small groups which are working together. The students are working in smaller groups, and then they are utilizing the material which is being provided to them or which they were asked to bring. And then they can utilize them. I ask everybody to write P in the chat box to mark your presence so that I can issue the certificate. I will issue the certificate only to those who are present. Next is a larger circle. A larger circle means tray is in the center and 10, 12, 15 students are uh, sitting around the table utilizing the material. But in this case, in the previous case, you see, in this case, the teacher can move from one table to another, another to third one, third to fourth, and so on. But in this one, teacher has to move around the circle, the larger circle, and he can use this for the purpose of larger class project. Next one is U shape. You see, the central part of the classroom is left for activity. If this is the activity class, then the center part of the room is left without furniture. The students are sitting around the wall, around the room near the walls. This is single U. Another one is double U. In this case also, the center part, this part is free for utilizing the activity, and students are sitting around the walls, around the room near the walls. This will not be taking much time. So next is rules. Now, what are the rules? Rules are basically some guidelines which we develop in collaboration with the students so that they follow them and the class runs smoothly. To express your expectations to the students, to show them that you care, and the expectations are then reinforced through instructions. What you expect, what I expect from the students as a teacher, what students expect as a student from the teacher, and then we collaborate together to achieve the common goal. This I have developed in lesson planning. What are the expectations? How is a lesson planned? In next 6 months, there is an offer for you all that you can pay a lump sum amount which will be coming out to be less than 100 rupees every webinar. Otherwise, they are 149, 119, 121, 141. So lump sum, thinking about your salary structure, which is not much very high. So for next 6 months, 25 to 30 webinars you can attend. If you are interested, you can write to me. Interested in my uh, direct message me, DM me, and I will give you the offer. Next is procedures. How a task is to be done. Beforehand, the expectation is given to them. What I expect. And इसके लिए भी procedures के लिए भी I will be giving you a handout. I will send you in the mail. इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग मिलेगी आपको, सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा आपको, प्लस देन एक रूल बुक मिलेगी आप जो एडिट कर सकते हैं अपने स्कूल के लिए, फॉर योर स्कूल ओनली. Changes have to be mentioned there, and then you can utilize that in your school. Now, procedures, how a task is to be done. If you are moving to the games field, how you have to move. Keep a hand's distance. Don't push. Don't run. If you are going to washroom, take permission from the teacher. If teacher is not there, you have to take a pass from the class monitor. Then you have to go out. How the things are to be done. That is procedure. I will give you that handout for these procedures also. How it is to be done and what is to be done. Then discipline. अब ये देखिए कि प्रोसीजर्स और रूल्स जब हमने फॉर्मुलेट कर दिए with collaboration of teachers and students collaboration, then we come down to there are certain mischievous students who generally feel happy in breaking the rules, not doing the things as expected. So what should be the expectation? Then there are limitations for both the students and the teachers. And it should be, the discipline means you have to be firm, you have to be fair. Friendliness रहनी चाहिए, not friendship. Friendliness रहनी चाहिए, consistency, continuous follow up. That is demerits, detentions, of official reprimands. You see, अभी से 8-10 साल पहले corporal punishment was banned in schools. In particularly UP, there were a number of cases जहां टीचर ने डस्टर फेंक के मार दिया. Don't hit, don't harass, don't impress, don't yell. And this I have completed in one of the webinars, discipline without yelling, begging और हिटिंग. ये नेक्स्ट 6 मंथ्स में सारे वेबिनार्स होंगे. जो भी आप लोग इंटरेस्टेड होंगे वो मेरे को इंटरेस्टेड लिख दीजिएगा. आई विल सेंड यू द लिस्ट ऑफ द वेबिनार्स दैट विल बी कवर्ड इन नेक्स्ट 6 मंथ्स, मे बी 8 मंथ्स. एक्सटेंड हो जाएगा, फीस एक्सटेंड नहीं होगी, टाइम पीरियड एक्सटेंड हो सकता है. देन हाउ टू डिसिप्लिन देम, व्हाट आर द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस. First warning, second warning, then detention, and so on and so forth. Now, next is scheduling. Scheduling means planning everything and organizing everything in such a way that it is we stick to the time. Okay, on this particular time, this is to be done, and leave period between space or space between assignments. अब होमवर्क कैसे देना होता है ये भी मेरा एक वेबिनार है. जनरली कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि पीटीएम में पेरेंट्स आके कंप्लेन करते हैं कि सर किसी दिन तो काम कोई नहीं मिलता है और किसी किसी दिन काम बहुत सारा मिल जाता है, 5-6 सब्जेक्ट का मिल जाता है. सो दिस इज शेड्यूलिंग. स्पेस बिटवीन एक्टिविटीज, लंच और रिसेस टू सीट डाउन, सेटल डाउन. रिसेस के बाद जब आते हैं बच्चे तो उसके लिए भी थोड़ा होता है. जब आप पढ़ाने के लिए गए तो होमवर्क कलेक्शन कैसे करना होता है, ये होमवर्क वाले वेबिनार में है. देन चेंजिंग द रूम, उसके लिए प्रोसीजर्स भी फॉलो करने होते हैं बच्चों को. प्लस देन स्पेस ऑल्सो बिटवीन टू. activities. For example, the students or the class has to go to the laboratory. So there has to be some time, and एक बैक टू स्कूल मेरा वेबिनार है, उसमें यही बताया गया है. वी डोंट नो मॉनिटर्स. हमारे टाइम में मॉनिटर्स होते थे, अभी हम उसको बोलते हैं ऑफिसर्स. पीटीएम में जनरली पेरेंट्स आके बोलते हैं कि सर जी 2 चीजें सिखा दीजिए इसको, मेरे बच्चे को 2 चीजें बता दीजिए. एक तो इंग्लिश बोलना, और सेकंड इसको ऑफिसर बना दीजिए. तो भाई हम इंग्लिश बोलना भी सिखा देंगे, और ऑफिसर कैसे बना जाता है, ऑफिसर लाइक क्वालिटीज भी सिखा देंगे. बट यू हैव टू हेल्प अस, वी कांट डू इट अलोन. सो रेगुलर शेड्यूलिंग हेल्प्स स्टूडेंट्स टू प्रिपेयर फॉर द अपकमिंग टास्क. अब क्या होने वाला है नेक्स्ट, जैसे लाइन ऑफिसर होता है, म्यूजिक की क्लास के लिए जाना, लेबोरेटरी के लिए जाना, प्ले ग्राउंड में जाना है. सो देयर इज line officer. The no next period is this. We have to go out of the classroom. So the line officer will stand up, come first out of the room, and then start making line without talking, without disturbing other classes in the corridor. But you have to be very firm and fair. जैसे मैंने अभी पहले बोला है, you have to be firm with timing, firm with date, and firm with task. देर इज नो टाइम फॉर प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन. देखिए स्कूलिंग जो है ना, ये बड़ी टफ होती है, एंड दिस इज द ओनली टाइम व्हेन यू ले द फाउंडेशन फॉर द फ्यूचर लाइफ ऑफ ए स्टूडेंट. वो कॉलेज में कैसे बिहेव करेगा, जॉब में कैसे बिहेव करेगा, इसके लिए पेरेंट्स के लिए भी एक वेबिनार है हमारे पास, जो 4 मॉड्यूल्स हैं उसमें. हाउ टू एनहेंस क्यूरियोसिटी, हाउ टू एनहेंस और इम्ब्यू मैनरिज्म एंड एटिकेट्स, how to develop good, make good habits, break bad habits, then how to inculcate values and virtues in the kids. ये 4 मॉड्यूल्स है, 4 घंटे की वर्कशॉप, 4 सर्टिफिकेट्स. इट विल बी इन द समर ब्रेक. ये सब अगले 6 महीने में होने वाला है. सो नो टाइम फॉर प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन. नेक्स्ट इज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. You have to keep everything in order. Homework, classroom assignment, lesson plans, aids, paperwork, documents, registers, everything should be in organized way. Everything should be there so that we avoid the wastage of instruction time. So see, classroom time 40 minutes का होता है, उसमें 2 मिनट आपको एक क्लास छोड़ के स्टाफ रूम और फिर दूसरी क्लास में जाना होता है. उसमें भी अगर हमारा ये चीजें अगर ऑर्गेनाइज नहीं होगी, तो हमारा इंस्ट्रक्शन टाइम और ट्रांजिशन टाइम, तो ट्रांजिशन में ही निकल जाएगा ज्यादा टाइम, तो इंस्ट्रक्शन टाइम कम हो जाएगी. क्लासरूम पोस्टर बनाने होते हैं आपको, होमवर्क शेड्यूल बनाना होता है, किस दिन किस सब्जेक्ट का कितना होमवर्क मिलेगा, ये भी वेबिनार में आएगा अगले 6 महीने में. नेक्स्ट इज इंस्ट्रक्शनल टेक्निक. देयर इज नो fixed instructional technique, but there are, as per the age group, they are designed, they are tailored. Grade level, subject area, students level and style of learning. Style of learning भी है एक webinar. Know the style of learning of your kids. पहले अपना निकालिए, फिर अपने बच्चों का, फिर अपनी क्लास का. How to learn. Then you have to do next is vary the styles, intensity of learning. ये भी आपको चेंज करना पड़ेगा टाइम टू टाइम, टाइम टू टाइम, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द टॉपिक, द एरिया, सब्जेक्ट एरिया, ग्रेड लेवल. आपको टेबल्स याद करवाने हैं. सेकंड क्लास का बच्चा अलग तरीके से याद करेगा, फिफ्थ क्लास का अलग तरीके से याद करेगा, और फिर उनका लेवल ऑफ लर्निंग इज टोटली डिफरेंट. आप 18 का टेबल क्लास 2 में नहीं सिखा सकते, बट एज यू ग्रो अप इन दिस स्टैंडर्ड्स देन यू कैन मूव अप. लेक्चर भी होता है, फॉलो अप एक्टिविटी भी होती है उसके साथ. हमारे टाइम में होता था चॉक एंड टॉक. टीचर ने ब्लैक बोर्ड पे लिख दिया, हमने कॉपी में नोट कर लिया, उसको नोट डाउन कॉपी कर लिया, एंड दैट्स ऑल. अभी बहुत सारी टेक्निक्स आ गई हैं. देखिए, नेक्स्ट इज कम्युनिकेशन. कम्युनिकेशन के लिए एक 21st सेंचुरी लर्निंग स्किल्स है. मेरा वेबिनार है, अगले 6 महीने में आएगा. कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स में योर वॉइस शुड बी वेरी क्लियर सो दैट it is understandable by everybody. Everybody can understand what you are speaking. Clear terms. Audibility होनी चाहिए. मैंने देखा है कि नर्सरी की क्लास में टीचर को शाउट करना पड़ता है. अब अगर वो धीरे धीरे बोलेंगे तो कैसे चलेगा. आइडियाज की क्लैरिटी होनी चाहिए. Then consistent line of communication with students, with colleagues, with management, administration, parents, community members. सबके साथ क्या बात करनी है, कैसे करनी है. स्कूल के बारे में तो किसी से कुछ डिस्कस करना ही नहीं है. नेवर. एंड देन रीजनेबल आइडियाज अगर किसी के पास हैं, देन यू हैव टू एक्सेप्ट देम. देयर शुड बी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी टू एक्सेप्ट देम and accommodate a reasonable idea with modifications if required. Or the one who is suggesting that idea, you may ask him to develop this idea further and come up with a more developed idea. So he will be very happy to share with you. So this is that. And then corporal punishment. अभी देखिए, मैंने आपको पहले भी बोला था कि corporal punishment is strictly banned. रूपाली जी ने अभी अपनी अटेंडेंस मार्क नहीं करी है. मिसेस ए रूपाली, मार्क कर दीजिएगा. Until recently this term was widely used, corporal punishment, but now it is strictly banned. और इसमें क्या क्या कंपोनेंट्स आते हैं? स्पैंकिंग, स्टैंडिंग, हिटिंग, pencil between the fingers like this, harsh words, pulling the hair, facial expression, even speaking. अगर आप किसी को, बच्चे को मूर्ख कह देते हैं, that is also corporal punishment. So you cannot say. और जेस्चर्स भी नहीं कर सकते. तो फिर कैसे करेंगे हम ये, इसको, इनको डिसिप्लिन कैसे करेंगे? मेरे उस वेबिनार में है डिसिप्लिन विदाउट येलिंग, बेगिंग एंड हिटिंग. सो विद दिस webinar is over, and my next webinar is on 2nd of April, which is about stress management, and that will be covered in your total fees. If you are interested, you can write me interested, and I will send you the list of modules that will be covered plus fees plus what you will get. अभी आपको मैंने नोटिस में लिखा था कि they have designed 50 hours again in house, that is offline, and 25 hours online. Are the most underrated. So it is 2nd and 3rd April. Tomorrow there will not be any webinar. I was thinking that this might go late, but we started in time. So we ended in time. Now, if anybody has got any question, you may please ask me, or you can write to me in my chat, in my this thing, WhatsApp, or write mail to me. I am now stopping this sharing. And if you have got any questions, you can write to me. You can ask now also. Ace Tukai is there, yes. Ace Tukai is there, but she has not marked her present. No, there is nothing. Ritambraji, there is nothing more than this. Now it is my chance. Madhusudan ji is also there. Mr. Madhusudan also. You mark your presence in the chat box by writing P. If you have got any questions, you can ask me now. You will get, ma'am, no, not PPT, you will get the recording. If anybody has got any questions, recording you will get, certificate you will get, 3 months subscription you will get.
It was a good session, Mr. Sharma.
Thank you very much, ma'am. आप पूरे सेशन में बने रहे.
मैं चुपचाप सुनती रही सर.
मैम बात ये है ना कि हम लोग 6:35 6:40 में जाके स्टार्ट करते हैं तो वो सेशन 40-45 मिनट्स का हो जाता है. If they are not serious enough about their career, and only certificates, certain certificates will be issued only to those who have attended this session today. I will not issue. Or if they have got any valid reason, they are not having. Madhusudan ji came midway. Sir, please mark your presence.
Fine. Hello.
Anji, yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. I am really sorry.
No, not at all.
I
Not
was
at all. At least you made it. सर यहाँ पे तो कितने हैं लोगों ने फीस दे दी, सर्टिफिकेट तो मिल ही जाएगा. But that is not the case now.
That is something which is absolutely wrong. Learning करना ही नहीं है उनको.
नहीं,
This
आप
is
ये
the sad
देखिए
part
ना.
of almost most of the teachers in all schools.
All schools. मैम इसीलिए तो
Yes.
प्रिंसिपल भी सब नहीं बनते हैं ना. प्रिंसिपल भी 1-2 ही बनेंगे. Unless and until you know the things. अच्छा, इसका इवेल्युएशन भी अलग तरीके से होगा. वो अभी गाइडलाइंस बन रही है.
Yes.
वो भी बनेंगी मैम. CBSE is not going to leave anybody.
Yes, and I'm waiting for that.
नहीं मैम, I am also tired of saying this thing every time. भाई attend. उनको लगता है कि शर्मा जी तो थोड़ा से सॉफ्ट हार्टेड है, सर्टिफिकेट तो भेज ही देंगे. अब मैं सिर्फ रिकॉर्डिंग भेजूंगा, सर्टिफिकेट भेजूंगा उनके पास, जिनके पास जेन्युइन रीजन था.
Yes.
कहीं कनेक्टिविटी नहीं है, कहीं इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं है, और somebody is in transit. कुछ भी हो सकता है. I am not saying कि everybody must attend, but try to attend.
They should actually, कहीं से भी थोड़ा सा भी सीखने को मिलता है. They should not leave any opportunity. That is what I feel.
Yes, that's right. Sarita ji, what do you mean by connect with the students? आप अपना ऑन कर लीजिए, अनम्यूट कर लीजिए, बोलिए. हाँ जी, बोलिए. रिताम्बरा जी बोलिए.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. बताइए.
Sir, I just want to ask, with the new education policy, whatever the changes are coming, is this like the classroom size or all these things? Is it even mentioned there? Like, whatever you told, it is like, yes, relevant. Whatever we are saying, yeah, the previous structure was like this, the changes are like this. But like with the new education policy, whatever is coming, will
Yeah,
this be also used like
madam,
how we can
it is
tell the school like this should be designed and it should be like this in case we want to have some
abhi,
practical session, the classroom should be like this, like that.
yeah. You see, that depends upon you. What topic you are going to teach, how you sitting plan you try to foster, and then moreover the thing is that discipline in your class is your responsibility.
That's true.
I will be sending you that this recording also, as well as rule book. In that rule book,
Please, sir, please, it will be fun.
in that rule book, there are rules also, procedures also, consequences also. 8 steps of
Okay.
consequences. It is not like that कि थप्पड़ मारा और भगा दिया. Not like
Correct.
that.
Correct. Correct. Sir, are you planning for taking any seminar or webinar on this particular new education policy, just highlighting what are the
Ma'am, there
changes
are a
and
number of trainers in India. Number of trainers. Those who are trying to take one aspect at a time and then explain 1.5 hours. And NEP is such a document, such thick document that one chapter will take nearly 1.5 hours. One
so, sir, we are
topic.
willing to join. The thing is, the way you explain is it's the most simplified form. So it's
Oh,
easy to get what you're saying.
so
So in
much
case
thankful to
you
you.
plan, it will be a great help to us.
All right, that will be special sessions.
Please, sir,
I will
please.
start doing it.
And the thing is, like, even when we go for CTET, all these exams now, there are questions which are coming from NEP. No one will be
NEPs.
sitting and reading. We don't get actually time to read all these documents. Even there is a shift from rote learning to this and that, but
Yep.
there is too much, sir. And with the way you explain, you just keep simplifying every aspect of it. So you can pick up, in chunks, you can pick up and then you can hold the webinar. At least I will be there to attend. I know that.
So much thankful to you that you are enthusiastic to learn about NEP. But I will try. I will try my level best.
Please, sir, please. Please,
Yeah.
sir, please. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. सरिता जी आपने बताया नहीं, what do you mean by connect with the students? चलिए मैं इसको अब मैं एंड करता हूँ सेशन को. And if you are interested in 6 months webinar, I will send you the details. Those who write to me interested in my WhatsApp. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day, dinner and nice sleep.